In 1870, France was the dominant nation in Europe, but the newly formed German Federation was challenging them. In order to maintain its dominance, France launched a war. We hardly remember the Franco-Prussian War now, but nearly 500,000 people died, more than half of them civilians, when the war caused a smallpox outbreak. Just before the war, Geipel contracted with Smith to use Smith's vessel to transport coal to Hamburg in Germany. They were to do so as soon as the wind and weather allowed, but subject to the restraint of princes and rulers. The war then broke out. England remained neutral. Queen Victoria asked all Britons to observe that neutrality. France then blockaded Hamburg, which is only accessible via a narrow river. Smith said that as a result of the restraint of princes and rulers, they could not deliver to Hamburg. They were a British ship flying a British flag, and their queen had said they should remain neutral. And besides, the blockade would stop them. Geipel said that because Britain was not a party to the war, Queen Victoria's mere suggestion that they remain neutral was not the restraint of princes and rulers, and so, at the very least, they should load the cargo and be ready to sail for Hamburg the moment the blockade was lifted. In short, they said the contract was still on foot. The court found that Smith was prevented by the restraint of princes and rulers, and this excused them. On the timing question, Justice Blackburn said the object of the parties was the carrying out of a commercial speculation within a reasonable time. And if restraint of princes intervened and lasted so long as to make this impossible, each had a right to say, our contract cannot be carried out, and therefore the ship owner had a right to sail away, and the charterer to sell his cargo or refrain from procuring one, and treat the contract as at an end. This case then stands as authority that if a contract is frustrated, that is, if due to no fault of the parties, some external event intervenes and changes the nature of the contract, the parties need only wait for a reasonable time to see if the circumstances change back. If the contract remains frustrated after a reasonable time, they can treat it as being at an end.